Yo, guys, welcome back to the Blast from the Past movie podcast. I'm one of your hosts, EJ.
Joe Kill, keeping it real.
And I'm Mad Mike.
And this is the podcast talking about old school movies and if we do or do not like them.
Oh.
Wow. He just gonna do the whole thing by himself.
What?
Bruh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was a bruh moment. That wasn't even a horror moment. That was a bruh.
I've been playing, I didn't want to do the last part of it, and I just, because I thought we were going to change it up. I'm sorry.
It's
Leave me
okay.
alone. I'm doing me.
Yeah, exactly.
My bad. My bad.
It's okay. It's
I
all right.
wasn't ready.
Because he just did the whole thing by himself.
My bad. But anyway.
It feels like the New Day breaking up.
Now, this should be a thing. Every time we start a new episode, we're just going to somehow find a way to fuck up the intro.
There
Works
it is.
for me.
Well. Alright, guys. If you're tuning on the Instagram live feed, thank you very much. If you're tuning in on YouTube, thank you very much. And on Kill's Instagrams and Facebookish,
and
everything else, thank you very much. And we're going to dive right into it. And the movie we're going to talk about is, I'm going to say a cult classic. Okay?
Definitely like a secret cult, for sure.
And that is the movie.
Wow.
And that is the movie Surf Ninjas. Some of y'all like, what the hell is Surf Ninjas? And it literally sounds just like, Mike's like, what the hell are we watching here? Like,
Well, let's start this.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to thank the audience for sitting through this.
Mm-hmm.
Because you really don't have to.
Yeah.
We appreciate
Yeah.
it. But are we doing a ninja thing?
Yeah, pretty much. We're on a ninja.
It seems like
Ninja tip. We're on a ninja tip right now.
You know, that's a dangerous place to be.
Yeah, it is very dangerous.
Okay.
But go ahead.
But, so, Surf Ninjas.
That is right. So, Surf Ninjas, I'll just read basically the description of it because it's going to be hard for me to explain it. So, it literally says, Surf's Up. And it's so tidal wave of hilarious, head-spinning martial arts action and laughs in this outrageous fantasy adventure starring Ernie Ray Jr., and you might know him because he's in Ninja Turtles. And he actually plays Kino, and he also plays, Donatello.
He plays Donatello in the first movie.
In the first movie. And we got also Rob, I always how to play his last name.
Rob
Schneider. And which, if you don't know who Rob Schneider is. And Tone Loc. If you don't know who Tone Loc is, Tone Loc was in the movie Blank Check, which we have not done yet, but he's an old rapper. He has that weird voice.
Wow.
He also was in Baby Kids.
You gonna do him like that?
What?
He's an old rapper.
He's an old rapper. He's an old rapper. If you ever heard that thing, the song, The Wild Thing?
That's him.
That's him. Like
Funky Comadina.
Funky Comadina. Dude, Wild Thing. He's in this movie.
And for those of you who are really cult classic followers and watchers of old movies, The Adventures of Ford Fairlane.
Yes. He's also in that too. Yeah. So basically the description
One of my favorite movies.
The basic description is life is a beach, far laid back California surf team. Johnny, played by Reyes, and Adam, Nicholas Cowan. The two brothers discover they're actually long lost princes of a South Sea island paradise. Unfortunately, between the boys and their destiny stands the island's treacherous, evil character, Colonel Chi. Which is so funny.
Leslie Nielsen.
Played by Leslie Nielsen, whose name is Colonel Chi, and he's white. It's so funny to me. A half man, half machine, which is pretty much so to say it's all bad. And with the help of an old, well, I guess you can say, with the help of what they've later found out is their uncle, they need to, oh my God, I'm messing this up right now.
They just gotta save their. They
They
gotta save the island.
They gotta save their island where they came from, which was Patusan.
Yes.
That was named island, Patusan. And okay, let me explain why I love this movie.
Yes, please explain this.
Yeah.
One, because I love Ernie Reyes Jr. because I just think he's just a great little
Martial artist.
Like
Right.
everything he does is just like amazing to me. Second thing is, it's literally the concept we talked about when we talked about Three Ninjas before. Was like, who did not want to envision being a ninja? And one, who didn't? And two, who didn't want to envision being a prince? Like, I might be a prince of a far off country. Like, that's ridiculous. And it's based in California. They literally
No, it's based in Patusan.
No, it's based in California. When they start off the movie,
Yes,
they're in California.
Yes, but it's based in Patusan.
Yeah, it was based in halfway through the movie, whatever. But
the story starts in California.
the story starts in California, and they filmed it at Santa Monica High School, which was like really cool to me. And I'm like, they did this thing in the beginning of the movie called Moto Surf. And so anybody who ever seen the movie is like, Moto Surf! You already know. Basically what Moto Surf is they literally get on top of their cars and pretend like they're surfing.
Oh
so one guy will be driving, because it's Santa Monica, it's the beach, so a lot of them have Jeeps. So they're literally like...
it's almost a nod to Teen Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just so... And they're like surfing on that, and that's like the big thing to do out there, you know? It's like, you know, so they pretend to surf, and they're big surfer guys, you know? The guy loved me at the beach. And I said, Rob Schneider, he's in it, and he's hilarious in the movie.
The only problem I have with that is, you know, and not to break, you know, Carl's hump, but the only problem I have with that is you're in Santa Monica. Why do you have to moto surf?
What do you mean?
You're down the street from the freaking beach.
They understand that, but you still got to get to the beach. So that's what they do. They're going to school, matter of fact.
But
they're going to class.
Have you been through Santa Monica traffic? You're not going to be surfing. You're just standing on top of the car.
Understand that, but they're not like one person's driving. You know
what I'm talking about.
Jeep. But what I'm saying is,
you're just sitting in the same spot for 20 minutes.
Go ahead.
Well, they're moto surfing all the way to school. That's what they're doing right now. So that was pretty cool. And so
that's sunburn on the way.
Yeah, getting sunburn on the way there because that matters.
Exactly.
So that was like, you know, literally, that's what I thought when the movie was really cool. And I like the fact that they were like in a foreign, they were going to a foreign place. They were princes. You know, it was good.
Yeah. Okay. The only bad thing about this movie that I could say is the superpowers that they had.
They got superpowers.
They don't have superpowers.
Okay, the Ernie Reyes Jr. character didn't have superpowers. But the little brother, you tell me he didn't have superpowers.
Okay. So it wasn't really a superpower thing. He's blowing out of content.
Well, the movie is described as a fantasy adventure.
Yeah, well, it's because all fantasy. It's a fantasy island. They make an island, obviously.
Pakistan?
Yeah.
Get somewhere out there near the Philippines.
It's basically the kid has visions. It's like it's like one of those things. Like people he pretty much has visions through a video game. Like he plays this video game all the time. Like this game he plays. And he just starts to see things in the video game that's like starts to come true almost. To a certain degree.
I mean, that's not necessarily a superpower, but there's mysticism involved.
Carl, tell him what he does at the end.
What?
With the video game console?
Oh, when he throws it?
No. When he takes control of the main villain. Because he's part machine.
Okay, so here's the thing,
with
right?
The video game
hold on, let me explain this. Let me explain this to you, okay, right?
Yeah, clean this one up.
Okay, so, you know, Colonel Chi is half machine.
Okay,
and
Leslie Nielsen, by the way.
Yes. And it's always malfunctioning on him.
Of course.
So it's always malfunctioning. So it's always like he's
like
always
some dark helmet shit.
Yes,
yeah,
basically,
exactly.
Yes.
Exactly, right? So in the game it shows a part where he envisions him having I guess you say
he's
a
fighting
seizure.
He's fighting
his arm.
He's fighting Ernie Reyes Jr. And all of a sudden, the little brother starts on his video game. It looks like a large PSP.
Okay.
And it's actually an old Sega. It's an
old
old
Sega Saturn or something.
Well, no, the Saturn was the big thing, but the handheld.
The portable one, yeah.
And he's got one of those.
Genesis.
No, it's the handheld. Both you just named both major consoles. But anyway,
I didn't have any of them.
But he's watching his brother fight General Chi on his console, and he starts playing with it, and he takes control of General Chi.
He don't take control of
him,
man.
Does
He's
too.
just basically he's going through the game to try and see what's next. And obviously he sees that happens. Because literally when it happens, he goes, what? And that's it. That is literally the only part in the part where like the machine malfunctions. He touches his fucking cock.
He grabs his crotch.
Shit, it fucking starts rolling it. Because it's like,
he's
not doing
that.
He's
doing it. He's literally doing it on the game.
Hey, wires cross all the time on stuff.
Not the exact time that you're playing and seeing it.
Whatever, man. Whatever. Well,
so that was I enjoyed the movie until it got to that part.
You know, it was cool and then there's a part where Colonel Chi is shooting at Johnny, and with the sword, he's like
he's blocking it.
He's blocking the damn
Okay,
bullets.
yeah,
Like,
that's,
he's
that's
like,
what you were referring to earlier.
ding.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that part, and then he's one when he got shot and he hit it, and it fucking blew the tire out of the car. Like it was just that was like okay, really,
Now,
really.
I am a big fan of Forged in Fire. It's a show on the History Channel, and they literally shoot guns at not while they're holding it, but they put the blade in the thing,
right?
They shoot at it, and literally the bullet is split. So it is possible.
Yeah. But just not the way they
did it.
The way they
But
did
it is possible.
But it was definitely comical.
Oh,
right.
It was
couldn't
definitely
get no more comical.
It was so damn
that was
funny.
The point that they were going for, yeah.
Yeah, it was hilarious. It was hilarious, especially Ralph Nader's character. He was freaking hilarious, and he thinks he really has powers.
Right.
He thinks every time
he actually thinks he's actually the prince that they're talking about.
Okay.
Because and it's so funny. He's like the guy's like, you can't be the prince. You're not Asian. Like,
Finally they got that part.
Yeah, they got that part right.
But
and their stepdad was white. They're thinking that's his real dad. Well, they're not thinking they're real dad. They know that they're adopted, and they just think that's but they call him dad anyway. But he doesn't know that he was an American soldier that used to go to Pakistan a lot, and the royal family really entrusted him. So
that's how they got.
So when they had like exactly, and that's when they had a siege.
Because was it Colonel Chi or General Chi?
Colonel Chi.
Colonel Chi was actually even then trying to take over the island,
right.
And he knew if he captured the boys or kidnapped the boys, that they would have to give him the island
or kill him.
So what they did is they sent them with their foster father or their adopted father back to the States,
right?
And that's how you get this whole
And because Ernie Reyes Jr. carried Johnny, he's coming of age now,
right?
To rule the island.
So now he can claim his throne,
right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now there's a funny part that a lot of people didn't realize.
What?
In this movie, it's a trivia thing, but in this movie, Uncle, or the protector of the kids, is actually
his dad.
It's his father.
Right. Okay.
A lot of people didn't know that though, because they look nothing alike.
Look alike.
Well, looking on IMDb, I couldn't find a picture of both of them together, so I
might assume that.
Yeah.
But the one thing, Kiddo, since you're one person that saw this movie too, is
no, a lot of people have
arranged. They have this thing where they had an arranged marriage.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
For the most part. And I guess the question is, obviously, we don't do arranged marriages here like that.
But our culture did.
What?
Our culture did.
Okay, well, our culture did, but I'm talking about now, Kills.
Well, nobody does it now.
Exactly. That's why I brought it up. Anyway, so that was the thing. Well, they know how to arrange marriages and all that stuff, but it's one of those things where, like, you can tell that she learns to, like,
She literally just starts to fall for him.
Yeah.
In a actual type of way,
Mm-hmm.
instead of it being forced upon her.
But I think the love, but what I was getting at was the love really like, was it really like falling for him because he was just like a badass?
Of course.
And that was it. So I guess the question is, and I'm trying to pose to both of you guys is that a legit thing? Like, because I'm a badass, that's why I get, gotta fight girls, go after the badasses.
Well, I think, what was it, that there was actually like a study done that, like, they were taking like examples from, like, there's a lot of action movies where, people fall in love and it's like they went through these battles together. It's adrenaline, but also it's like the shared trauma like supersedes any other barriers that would have gotten these two people together. Mm-hmm. And then it's like once that trauma's over and they start to like settle down into a more peaceful life, then they realize that they're actually not compatible.
So it's just the
yeah.
the endorphins are, it's just one of those things.
Yeah.
Because I'm just thinking to myself like, because you get like that, I think that's a natural thing for all of us to be like, sometimes you see a chick like, you happily, I'm about to say happily married, you're happily in a relationship.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it was back in the day, you like, if you saw a girl wielding a sword and shit like that, you'd be like, damn, I fucked the shit out of her. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying.
No, because I knew a couple crazy chicks, and it'd be like,
that's
that's your own.
Yeah,
that's your own.
Well, no.
Don't act like.
Wait a minute. Let me finish.
Okay, thank you.
Because if she's wielding, now just a crazy chick is just a crazy chick.
Yeah.
But if she's wielding a weapon, that makes me think twice about it because it's like, well, damn, she could while I'm sleeping. But if she ain't wielding a weapon, she's just crazy. Oh yeah.
I'm just talking about like a badass,
he's
a
talking about like
chick.
she's being a badass, like hacking
Whatever
down people who like actually deserve it.
Oh yeah.
Like actual bad guys or zombies or
Yeah.
aliens or whatever.
I was trying to, but I'm saying like if it was something like in your, I can't think about like whatever you like I'm saying, but she's like just a badass, like a biker chick, or like, I'm not even into a chick with like a lot of like tattoos, but like a lot of tattoos and some attitude is like.
It make you look at her twice.
Okay,
Never
been a guy about, but
Like
certain people pull it
Angelina
off.
Jolie in Wanted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. There you go. And something like that, because I'm just like, it's just a place to that fantasy. I guess.
Right.
Well, I guess the fantasy or whatnot, but
like Mike said, then you calm down. It's like, damn.
Nah.
We got nothing in common.
And then that's when that other part that I was talking about comes into play. Like, damn, do I break up with her? Or is she gonna take it well?
Yeah.
So that's a good question. That's another movie right there. My crazy super ex-girlfriend.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. That is a movie like that.
Uma Thurman.
Yeah. That is pretty funny.
Basically the comical version of Supergirl.
Yeah.
Now, Mike, let me ask you, what would it take? Because in this movie, he has his uncle has to convince him that you're a prince.
Right.
What would it take for that person to convince you that you're a prince of this foreign country?
Gosh. I don't know, because like I don't even know what I've been told my family actually has like a family crest or whatever, but I've never seen it.
Okay.
You can look it up.
Yeah, I probably could. But, so, I mean, things like that usually would be like a good sign, I guess, but,
would you, if you found out, would you like use it more often? Like, would you like,
yeah,
I kind of want a family crest.
I actually have one.
All right. I actually made one too.
I know ours.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. I am actually 13 times removed from British royalty.
Oh, wow.
Light-skinned people, man. That's what it gets. That's what they get.
But
13 times removed. That's pretty close up there, bro.
No, it ain't really.
That's 13. That's a lot.
I mean, I do know I have an ancestor who was like a lieutenant to George Washington.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I would have to have a Coming to America moment. No. Mm-hmm. You'll understand this, baby. The man has his own money. When I say he has his own money, and his picture's on the bill. That's what it would take for me to believe.
Right.
Yeah.
But the one thing he does in the movie too, like they win the battle and all that stuff, so he becomes king and all this stuff. And the funny thing is, he's like, I've heard this is all the monarchy, get the government back to its people. It's your destiny to be free. He said, put my name on a food stamp or something like that, and let's be out of here. Would you give it up? Would you give up being a prince? Just period. Would you give it up?
I don't know, man. I mean, like the British royalty, they do it like it's mostly just a title with some status to it, but you don't actually have political power anymore. Right. So I don't know. Even something along those lines, it'd be tough to give it up.
Well, Prince Harry did it, but anyway.
Yeah.
But because it's just a title.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's nothing behind it. It's an empty title.
True.
But if you're a prince,
it's an empty title though.
In England.
In England,
yeah.
But in some of these other places,
in
Patusan, it
meant something. He was king, pretty much. He was. He was king.
So we're going by that example. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Okay, we'll go with that.
I could say I might have some ambitions there, but I don't know. I feel like my own, like how I am conflicts with that.
Okay. I'm just asking. I just never know. So, Kills, let me ask you this, right? How did you think of Tone Loc in the movie?
I thought he tried not to play a clown. But there are a lot of scenes in there where it was just like, really, bruh?
I think he had good comedy though.
No, don't get me wrong.
I ain't find him clowny though. You found him clowny?
I found him clowny. Well, you put him next to Rob Schneider too.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, and most of the scenes where he's in it, he's next to Rob Schneider.
That's true, but I think there was like kind of like I loved his comedy was real. His
timing was good.
His timing was good, but his comedy was real. Like for example, in the movie, you know, they have to surf to the island. Right.
Well, that's the way they get to. Well,
that's how they get to the.
They surf to the island.
Because I was wondering where the actual surfing comes in. Well, besides the moto surf.
Well, but they surf to they have to get on the island because they're pretty much run off the island. But they have to get back on the island to do the big fight scene.
Right.
And the island is surrounded. All the ports are surrounded by guns. Okay. You know, he's got his men. And so they're trying to figure out how to get onto the island back to the temple.
Well, there are a lot of little islands, obviously,
right.
But yeah.
So, and this is one of the scenes where the little brother has one of his visions. They're like, "How do we get over there without being seen?" The little brother goes.